Hello, hello, hello. You are in the right place. Hi. I told you I was going live at 11. I'm a minute early. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 11 p.m. version of this healing prayer meditation super chat. I notice it's a little glitchy. It has been. I don't know if it's my camera or the internet connection or YouTube. I have no idea. So I'm going to light some sage because why not? It seems to work for everything else, apparently. And add a little drag fan. And there we go. There we are. Good. Hi, everybody. So we've got two other people in the room here with me that I can see. Yes, Grace, you are in the right place. Hello. Is that Latricia, Latrisha? I always try and say people's names right because my name's not hard to say, so I always try and give people that. Yeah, because something's a little glitchy here. Yeah, well, we'll deal with it, right? May the grace of healing affect our technology tonight. I just did a little pregame over in the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for Short Facebook group. Reminding everyone to get into their jammies. I am, well, in my jammies. I mean, sort of. This is my my cashmere hoodie that my mom gave me for Christmas, which I wear doing videos all the time because it's so comfortable and I won't really be able to wear it in the summer. So kind of wearing it a lot. Hello, Merry Meet, Julie. Hi. So we're just going to give a couple of minutes for people to get it together and get in here. It says we have 7 people in the room. Cool. And I just want to remind people that at the bottom, if you're new to Super Chat, because I am new to Super Chat, there, see that little $sign thing in there? If you click on that, you can tip me, right? You can tip me on. There's a thing that I think that slides. I've never done it. Why? Because I'm a self-employed witch. That's why I've never done it. Hello, Atlas the Baked. Oh, that is the best name ever. Oh my god, Atlas the Baked, kick ass. We're gonna get started in a little bit. The moon is in Sagittarius tonight on a Saturday, so trying to keep it a little light, a little sunny, a little funny, a little gay. But let's not forget why we're doing this, right? This is in response to what is going on, the health crises going on around the world right now, this pandemic, which I don't know if you knew this, but on YouTube, if you are a YouTuber, you can be demonetized. Hi, Grace. You can be demonetized. Yay! You can get demonetized if you say the word of the actual viral thing, right? So we're not saying it. I'm not saying it. I think you guys can. They can't demonetize you. They can't. They shouldn't be able to demonetize me if you say it. But I'm still new to this relatively, and I am gearing up for Drunk Tarot that we'll probably do the first Sunday of the month next month, but we'll see. Blessed be. Hello. So just to let you know, I'm taking a slight hiatus from the twin flame reads and the soulmate reads just for a couple of days. I posted it on the community page. One, because it just doesn't seem relevant, right? And it was weird. A lot of the readings that I was doing for the soulmate reads, you could see it's like, well, they're not going to meet this month. And I was like, oh, right, because everybody's in lockdown, right? Everybody's quarantined. So, and it feels like there's just more important things. Yes, love and romance and twin flames and relationships, absolutely. They're the means through which the divine delivers our personal lessons to us spiritually, right? Your relationships are a means through which Goddess would have you learn, right? Particularly the intimate, sexual, romantic ones, tricky as they get. Hi, Tommy. Drunk Tarot. I'm sorry. Well, go watch the one we did a couple of weeks ago. Drunk Tarot was my promise to my subscribers that once I got past the 1,000 subscriber mark that I would do that, because that's when you can be monetized. And we did, and we had a lot of fun that night. I drank a whole bottle of hot sake. I had my past life son Anthony pouring for me and making sure I didn't fall off the chair. It was a lot of fun. But boy, that next day, wow, I don't drink that much, so I'm such a lightweight now. But that's why I'm really glad to be doing this tonight under more sober circumstances, because we are in a very sobering time. So that was one thing. That's why I'm kind of backing off on some of the romantic twin flame soulmate readings for a little bit. Just doesn't seem relevant to what we're going through on the planet, where I feel like it's way more important that we come together and crew together. I love that word, right? Like the crew team. We're going to crew together to pool our spiritual resources, our mental, emotional, spiritual resources to, first of all, help each other out, right? Be supportive. That's why, I've been teaching prayer and meditation for a really long time, since the 90s, since the early 90s, man. I used to travel around the country with Starborn Unlimited. Yeah, Google that one, the original 1111. Dealio, teaching meditation and higher self embodiment and stuff. So I have what's called the grace of prayer. I just take the breath and the divine speaks prayer through me. It's really cool. It's not like speaking in tongues or anything. I'm too verbal to speak in tongues. At the table throughout tonight. So we're going to give this a shot because it's stunning. See, unless it's backwards. Anyway, so feels like we got enough people in this room. Let's do a little opener. We are going to pull some cards tonight. We've got the Healing with the Angels. Ooh, upside down. The Healing with the Angels Oracle and the KAHN Healing Mantra deck. We're going to do Sun, Moon, Rising signs for the 12 signs towards the end. Cool. So I really thank you so much for coming. Remember, what we're doing tonight is for us, but is also for all of humanity. Particularly if you are in any way intuitively based, energetically sensitive, and empath. Now, I'm an intuitive empath, man. That's how I read people. Have been since I was a kid. Mom would send happy little Mark off to school, and angry son of a bitch Mark would come home because he'd be picking up on everybody else's stuff. So imagine people's moods, right, as they walk by you, leaves like a vapor trail. So someone who's happy is pink, right, and someone who's sad is blue, and someone who's envious is green, and someone who's depressed is brown. And so at the end of the day, so now imagine what's going on the planet, right? The fear, the anger at people's stupidity for buying all the toilet paper, right? Like, I'm getting waves of this stuff in my condo, right? It's like nobody's in my immediate energy space, and still I'm picking up on it. And I have to check. It's like, is this me? What's triggering me? And nothing's triggering me. It's just, this is what many of us came to do. We are sensitive that way. And of course, we can turn to, anything to try and repress it, suppress it, make it go away, but it really doesn't. But prayer and meditation certainly does help. So we're not going to be doing anything too intense necessarily, but I am going to ask the divine to speak through me, that it's been helping people. So that's why I am doing this. Why do we terminally single people? What do we terminally single people do? Nobody wants us. Love is evasive. How do we grow and expand? Well, it's a good question, because I have experienced love in all of its different forms, right? Like, I really miss my mom. I mean, we used to live on the same property for years. Driving up to Saratoga tomorrow to spend a couple of days getting a new car. They found a car for me. They want me to come check it out. I'm like, all right, I'll come check it out. And we planned this all before the, hit the airwaves, so to speak. So, I mean, I have a solid foundation of love in my life from my family. Not a lot of people have that. I want a medal for healing my relationship with my parents. By the way, there should be trophies given out. But you know what? The hardest relationship structures are the romantic sexual ones. They are, because you get a level of vulnerability there. So I really believe that we're with who we're supposed to be with, and that all the people who come and go from our lives, romantic, sexual, or otherwise, are all scripted too. It really comes down to, and this is so cliche, but it's at the core of what's going to heal this planet, more like the people on it, is learning how to love yourself. Loving yourself, I know, you got to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? Can I get an amen? Oh, thank you, Saint RuPaul. But it's true. I mean, I've been working on loving myself since the 1980s reading You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay and Living in the Light, Shakti Gawain. I mean, I'm old school metaphysics that way. Affirmations and EFT tapping and inner child work and rebirthing. And, you know, that's what makes me a spiritual teacher. I share what works for me. And it's not going to work for everybody. It's not supposed to work for everybody. But I trust the guides, the gods, the masters, the angels to bring the people that I can help to me, because I can't go knocking on doors, right? First of all, it's annoying. Second of all, it's probably illegal. And third of all, it's probably dangerous. So it's really nice to have this medium to do this. But love is, as ever, the answer. Let's see, Atlas, can you speak on the art of letting go? The universe seems to be directing me to do that. And I don't, okay. So here's the tea about letting go. We're not supposed to know how to let go. We're not. There is surrender, which is not quite the same thing. Every morning when I wake up, I say a prayer. I've said it in different ways throughout my life. One is very Course in Miracles, and I'll use the actual language. And the Course in Miracles uses very Christian terminology, but not in very Christian ways, in very Buddhist ways, actually. So the prayer went something along the lines of, Holy Spirit, I surrender this day to you. May it serve your purposes. For I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent you who sent me, so I don't have to worry about what to say or what to do, because you who sent me are directing me, and I'm content to go wherever you wish, knowing that you go along with me and that I will be healed. As you teach me how to heal, please show me what you would have me do, where you would have me go, what you would have me say, and to whom, that I may, now this is my extrapolation, that I may fulfill my role in the divine plan and be at peace. Some days it goes that way, some days it doesn't. And if it doesn't go that way, it doesn't mean I did it wrong, that there is an active surrender. So that's one part of it. When you occupy yourself with that sort of thing, saying, all right, here's my other version of that prayer. All right, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Zan, Jaina, Shaggy, Scooby, Ralph, Alice, Ed and Trixie, whoever your pantheons are. I like to throw Zan and Jaina in there. Activate. Show me, right? Show me what you would have me do. Use me, right? And even Oprah says that's her prayer. Right? It's Oprah. If Oprah can do it, it must be okay, right? God, use me. Goddess, use me. That's active surrender. In other words, you're not just sitting on the couch. But in terms of the letting go that you're talking about, it usually has to do with letting go of attachment, right? So the thing about that is that if we knew how to do it, the universe wouldn't be able to teach us how to do it. So that's the process, right? Let go of anger. Anger is like swallowing poison and expecting the other person to die. I believe that's the Buddha. Don't quote me on it, right? So how do we let go of that? I know repression doesn't work. By the way, this is not alcohol. This is water. I just have a pure filter, right? I swear I'm not getting drunk. If I'm going to get drunk, I want you to tip me. So repression doesn't work. I worked with monks many years ago, and they said renunciation does not work because you have to constantly think about the thing that you're renouncing, and it's true. So rather to ask the divine, show me how to let this go. Teach me how to let this go. And then usually what happens, and maybe this is just for me, I then have emotions come up around the thing. And I have to allow those emotions to come up and out. I have to actually feel and embrace them. Now, if everybody did that, this world would be a very different place. But the trick is to not act on those emotions, right? To breathe through them. Very much like Lamaze, right? Lamaze breathing. You know, I haven't given birth to a child in this life, but I can tell you I've had some emotions pour through me: sadness, depression, guilt, shame, all the tricky ones. Funny, though, the more I excavate that stuff out, because there is a biological component to our emotions. We don't really understand that, right? Like serotonin and endorphin and cortisol and dopamine, right? Every time you have an emotion, the hypothalamus creates chemicals and they go into every cell in your body. So as we repress those emotions, right, get stuck in our cell tissue. dis-ease, right? But as we are asked to surrender things, along comes the emotional component, and we go through a chemical detox. And that's why it's so hard. We're like, well, I want to let it go, but I don't want to feel this. Well, what you're feeling is part of the letting go. And agreed, if we were to feel it all at once, we would go mad. We would probably murder people or ourselves, right? So we have to do it gently. That it's such a paradox. Gentle is the fastest way, right? I've been to workshops. I've done Gestalt therapy. But in terms of letting go of attachment, turn to the Buddhists, turn to the Taoists, read the Dalai Lama, right? If you get, all right, whatever it takes, universe, take away from me whatever needs to go and bring to me whatever I need to receive, because it's all making me better. I know it doesn't seem that way. And now look at all what we're having to let go of just with this health crisis we're dealing with in this world, right? It's tricky stuff. We are learning every single day, and we don't have to be good at it. But there is something that I read today. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can find my red book. No, I did not write this red book, but every now and again, I will come across something. I will put it in my red book. I wouldn't necessarily call it a book of shadows, just like that. But I would say that when something good comes along, I write it down. So this is from KAHN. The universe always has a plan. I cannot get this wrong in any way. Everything occurs in its perfect moment in time. The things I have and don't have are only occurring to make me the one I am destined to be. And it even starts with, in order to be who I was born to become, life couldn't have happened any other way. So of course we struggle with letting things go. Attachment. If we all made fists like this, and for the rest of the super chat held them as tightly as we could, right? At the end of it, it would hurt unfurling the fingers, even though that would be our more natural state. So I do recommend through prayer to do it gently, to be loving to yourself, to treat your heart chakra, your emotional body, like the inner child. Talk to it, let it cry, but you can do it in private. Nobody needs to see it. So I just want to see, I want to catch up here. What about when the universe ignores you? Well, the funny thing about that is that we are the universe in a body. I'm not the first one to say it, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. That Eckhart Tolle, I'll just use him as an example, says that our bodies are a hologram of the entire universe, that we are the universal life force encapsulated in one body, but we forget that. KAHN says that our bodies, our nervous systems are holograms of the universe, and planet Earth is our heart, right? So that means, what are we ignoring within ourselves? Now, I'm a little over the whole law of attraction thing. Yes, there are universal laws, but the idea that our positive or negative thinking can override the divine plan, the quantum field, no, no. But having a high vibration, you know what having a high vibration does? Having a high vibration makes you resilient, so that you heal faster. But it's not going to change what we consider bad things from happening. And keep in mind, children love sugar, but they really shouldn't have it all day long. It's not good for them. So that inner child may very, very much want what it wants. Why it wants it, it may or may not know. But we can trust that we can give to ourselves a lot of what we are not being given. And that's paradoxically and annoyingly as hell when it usually starts showing up, right? When we no longer need it, right? So it's like this or like this. Just my experience, yeah? I don't believe the universe would ever send us a challenge we can't handle. And I completely agree with that. Yes, but when emotions come out, healing is beautiful. Yes, I have cried my eyes out to the point where my contact lenses wanted to shoot across the room like little plastic shurikens and stick into the wall. But there is an ease and a grace and a space created after that can be very blissful. But usually what we do is it's like we cry the tears and then we mentally suck them back up and replay it over and over and over again. So let's do a little prayer of release, shall we? I know a bunch of prayers of release. So see now, okay, but if you hate yourself, that makes you two people. If I hate myself, well, who is the I and who is the self? That's so zen. Oh my God, that's so zen. No, really. Read Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He's no joke. He definitely will point you in some directions there, because I don't know if you haven't read The Power of Now, he starts off pretty much telling the story of his awakening, which he was suicidal. And I think the words, he was staring in a mirror in a bathroom, and I think he said, I can't stand myself, or I can't bear myself. And he heard the words. He said, I can't stand myself. And he caught the duality of it. And in that moment, his awakening began. So then we're getting into what's the ego and what's the personality and what's the soul. And it's all mental necessary. But when it comes to the real healing that we need, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, it has to involve the heart. So let's give this a shot. Take a deep breath. Just bear with me, and I'm going to catch up with questions here too. So just take a deep breath for a minute. You don't have to follow my breathing pattern, but definitely find your own. I let go and let God. Or you can repeat after me if you want. I let go and let God. I let go and let Goddess. Receive all energies that I have created. I release them to the will of the greater power of love. I trust that there is a greater good manifesting in my life, in the now. Let's do that one again. I let go and let God. I let go and let Goddess. Receive all energies that I have created. I release them to the will of the greater power of love. I accept that everything is becoming fully balanced in its own time and place. And I accept that there is a greater good manifesting in my life, in the now. And so it is. How'd that feel? Like I said, I got a bunch of them. Throughout my spiritual journey, I found it really hard to let go of my painful past. Now I feel a better person, blessed be. Last year, I made a New Year's resolution to be open to what the gods wanted to show me. And now I am a year in with my Aries soul twin, kick ass, right? I'm a Scorpio, and it's been well over a decade since I've been in a relationship. I was shown my Aries twin flame recently as well, and it's hard to contain my excitement. I can't wait. Well, you know, my definition of twin flames are different than a lot of people. I'm shooting for the soulmate. Does this pertain to atheists? I don't let God. No, that's fine. You know, that's the whole point. If you actually study Buddhism, Buddhism's not about God. You'll never really hear the Dalai Lama, not that he's the only authority on Buddhism, there are all different types of Buddhism, but it is not a religion, right? Even if you want to do it purely through quantum physics, right? That there's an infinite variety of probabilities playing out in every moment. right? So even if you say yes to something, there's a quantum variant of you that says no, just like in a video game. That's why this world is sort of like a great big huge virtual reality video game, right? That we incarnate to play the game. So I just use the divine language because I'm a mystic. I mean, like I was taught to prayer I was taught to prayer very young. I mean, I love prayer. To me, well, Course in Miracles, prayer is the medium of miracles and means of communication between creation and creator. Through prayer, love is received. Through miracles, love is expressed. I'm verbal, so I love my gods, right? My pantheons, my angels, because they've saved my shit so many times, and I know that I have been able to help people as a result of that. Particularly if you read some of the comments in the readings that I do, people like, oh my God, you totally nailed it. And I'm sitting here going, considering you're not sitting across from me, that's pretty freaking amazing. Why? Because I surrender to my higher power, right? To the Tao, if you want to do it through the Tao, to the universe. The divine doesn't care what you call it anyway. But I believe what we're going to find when we croak, when we kind of step out of the game, is that we are the divine. And that's not new. Thou art God. It's not new. And certainly that is more pagan than not. The hidden children of the gods. We are the hidden children of the gods, hidden even unto ourselves. So, it's theological to an extent, but it's also existential. For what purpose was I born, I think is a more direct question. For what purpose was I born? And to think that we know that answer is hubris, right? I believe my purpose here is to teach love by learning love and sharing what I learn, right? That's what works for me, right? Refreshing, exactly. I've been training for this all my life. As an empath myself, I've been taking myself aside when I get snippy with here. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to bypass the divine thing for a minute. What I would like you to do, right? So we're going to do some healing and some meditation. We'll pull cards before we're done. No problem. But again, take a couple of deep breaths, and I just want you to place your hand upon your heart. I just gave you some old school Bette Midler there. Place your hand upon your heart. And just feel the rise and fall as you breathe. This is what's called getting heart-centered, right? You're centering your attention on your heart. A little burp in there. I had sausage and peppers for dinner. I'm a very good cook. Nothing like a sweet sausage. Now, I just want you to imagine, and when I say imagine, I don't mean visualize. It's more like pretend. Pretend that your heart, not just the organ, but the center of your chest, is a child. Right? Just like in there, holographically, like an imprint, the inner child. Now, just intellectually, what are the words that you have always wanted someone to say to you? Like, take a minute, just intellectually. What are the words you've always wanted to hear? And since no one can hear you, unless you're in a room with other people, say it out loud to that child in your heart. And I'll tell you, it took me a couple of tries to find exactly what that was, but here's the one. Ready? Sweetheart, I choose you. Fuck. Still, I choose you. No matter what comes, no matter what goes, no matter what anybody else does in this world, I choose you. I love you. You see this? I've been doing this for years and still, decades and still. So I have to kind of feel that what I'm experiencing right now is a healing and a releasing of emotion that's not just about me. It's for all of those souls, all of those people who have been overlooked. See, abuse and neglect are evil twins for sure, but neglect is the quieter twin. If you've been neglected, if you've been ignored, if you've been overlooked, it leaves you with this feeling of inferiority, even if you're the most talented, brilliant, shining being on planet Earth. And it's terrible that that has happened. Any worse than abuse? Like I said, they're evil twins. Abuse and neglect. But that happens, I believe, experience, know to be true, at least for myself, that's our work. Our work is to give ourselves the love that others simply can't. There's just certain things that we can only do for ourselves, right? Like breathe. Yes, you can get a respirator if you need one, but what are the words that you've been longing to hear? And, you know, you can be very intellectual about it. You're great. You're amazing. You got the job. You're okay. I love you. And it's okay is a good one too, right? Like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm feeling this way. Doesn't have to run the show, but what are those words? I choose you. No matter what anybody else decides to do, kid, they can go pound sand. Fuck them. I choose you. I love you. And I will never abandon or neglect you ever, ever again. And I'm sorry it took me so long to catch on, kid. That's inner child work. And it takes courage. It's funny, the word courage from the French word the cœur, heart, the heart. It takes a soul strength to do that, even once a day, let alone throughout the day, right? Tricky. Yeah, well, look, I didn't come up with this shit. Okay, let's be really clear. I am not necessarily an inventor. I am a seeker and a teacher, right? So, and a healer. I have been through shit that would really make most of you peel your skin off and dive into vats of rubbing alcohol. I mean, my second degree, oh my God, I was in Black Forest Clan, Silver Ravenwell's national tradition. Oh my God, it nearly killed me, my second degree. Don't ask, right? No, I almost committed suicide. It was that bad. Embracing your shadow, right? Drove me back to the Course in Miracles faster than anything else because I had to learn how to forgive. Do you know how many ways you can stab a potato? Rusty nails. You know, oh yeah, well, you take a potato, write somebody's name on it, take a rusty nail, drive it in there and leave it on a train track. I mean, that's the stuff I was taught as a witch. I am extremely well trained and I'm a quarter Sicilian. The other 3/4 are German, Irish, yeah, nice, Scottish, calm people. Oh, no. I had to learn how to forgive for my benefit, right? That's why I do Course in Miracles. So, you know, it's all a learning curve. But if it wasn't for that pain, if it wasn't for the abuse and the neglect and the betrayal, oh, honey, I've been lied to and betrayed. You know, people are like, oh, he's so good looking, he's so beautiful, which means that people fucking lie to you. Everybody is dealt a fair hand in that we all have pluses and minuses, right? I grew up around wealthy people. Miserable. Do you know what the root of the word miserable is? Miser. The emotional misering of money, the control and manipulation, right? It's crazy shit, yeah? But that's why everything that has happened to me in this life, hold on, where is he? Come here. Michelangelo, the artist, not the Ninja Turtle. I always feel like I have to clarify that. When they asked Michelangelo, Angelo, how did you create the statue of the David? Now look at him. It's my little pocket gay. Those buns. I can't get demonetized for a statue, can I? Michael, oh, he's so cute. And I like tall men. Michael, how did you create the David? He said, oh no, I did not create the David. God created the David. I removed the excess marble. That's what life does. That's the purpose of life. To remove that which we are not so that our authentic self shines through. And oddly enough, every day, checking in with your heart and saying the words that you've always wanted to hear to it. and you feel that movement, chunk of marble just fell off. That's the work. And that's not the only way to do it. There's a near infinite variety of healing modalities. And that's the beauty of free will. You get to choose, right? Like, I love my yoga practice, but to me, it's not just about being bendy. Stretchy. I was trained as a dancer, and so was Mr. T. Gibby, I'm going to say, there. I'm bendy, I'm stretchy, but yoga is the science of union with the divine, right? So find your way, find your path, because, and here's something I learned so long ago as a witch. When you take the gods seriously, they take you seriously. Now, you don't have to call it the gods. You could call it, I take the universe seriously. I take my intuition seriously, right? Because the intuition is the voice of the divine within you. That's not to be confused with your, not your consciousness, but your conscience. Your conscience. What is that voice that goes, are you sure you want to say that? What is that? We call it our better angels. That's the divine within you. That God is love. What is God's will? Well, will means choice or decision. And if God is love, then what are your loving choices? That's doing God's will. I love you. I love you. And look, I've had Christians come for me because I'm gay and a witch. I'm what's called a hatred double bill. Right? I know there are people who have it worse. But I'm also 6 foot tall, pretty strong, and I come from lawyers, so people don't screw with me that much. But you start to get the vibe. And now put this in context of what's happening around the world right now. We're all being driven where? Into our homes, into ourselves. We are being isolated, I believe, on purpose, not by some government, this or that, by the universe itself, by the quantum field itself, that we are being directed inward because we are going through radical change inside as well as outside. Yeah. So really good questions tonight, guys. This is it's going to be different every time I do this. Cool. So I'm just trying to like scroll through here. Everybody else is good. It's very near. So okay. I was very near self-deletion. Oh, that's a good way to say it. Just before my awakening. Not the best path to waking up, but it was a path. Absolutely. I have had that I can count 3 dark nights of the soul. And by the way, if only they were like a 12-hour period. No. Years. 3 different times in my life. Even went to a Christian spiritual director, a friend of mine, who was so helpful. And I learned a lot through that. But here's the thing. Once you've been through a dark night, people come to you because they sense it. And that's why people trust me. I know, I got purple hair, I'm gay, I'm not the weirdest one on planet Earth, but I'm in the top 20 percentile, right? But people know, because I don't take myself so seriously, that I am safe space, right? So this is what being a divine being, a little redundant, in a human body is. It's about becoming more loving, but it begins with me. And Saint Francis, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Well, my version is, here, let's do this, and then we'll pull some cards for y'all, because I know some of you really want that, and I get why. So breathe with me. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, higher power, universe, divine love, whoever, whatever. May all hearts be healed, and may it begin with me. May all minds be healed, and may it begin with me. May our breath be blessed, and may it begin with me. May all bodies be blessed, and may it begin with me. May all hearts be blessed, and may it begin with me. May all hearts be loved, and may it begin with me. As my heart is loved, may all hearts be loved, and may it begin with me. May all hearts be healed, as my heart heals, and may it begin with me. May all cell tissues be healed. May all immune systems be balanced. May all of life be healed. And may it begin with me. Now, those may just seem like words, but how do they feel when you say them? Because remember, you have a thought, bring it into word, instant emotion, even if it's subtle, hypothalamus, proteins and amino acids, hormones through the whole body. Air, fire, water, earth, all guided by spirit. I'm still a witch, folks. I'm still wearing pentacle. I got 2 pentacles in my ear, 1 here and 1 here. A 4 pentacle. I'm the 4 of pentacles. With a fucking sense of humor. Curses. Yeah. So if anybody has any other questions, I mean, I love doing this stuff. I could do Q&A all. I'm a spiritual teacher. It's what I used to do. I used to stand in a room in Sayville called the Malachite Room at the Silver Broom and answer questions for hours and hours and hours. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to super chat and pay me, you can go right ahead. If you're getting something out of tonight, buy me some gas. What do you think about aliens? I try not to think about aliens. I try not to think about the paranormal because I'm finding the normal to be challenging enough. There are plenty of people out there who are more than willing to dive into this stuff. Do they exist? Here, I'll be a real Virgo about this. The idea that in this ever-expanding universe that we are in a rather unpopular backwater star system in the galaxy, in the spiral galaxy, you know, like, I don't know, we're like not in the best neighborhood from what I understand. The idea that we are the only sentient beings, that's a little narcissistic. Actually, that's great, big, huge narcissistic. But that doesn't mean I want to be beamed up, Scotty. No. I'm a top. I do not go for the anal probe thing, although I've had my share of probing. Ixnay on the Obi Prey. No. Hello, Deep Soul Tarot. Hello. So I hope that answered the aliens question. To me, I see, here's why. Back in the 90s, what I call the New Age 90s, I worked for Starborn Unlimited, Solara. They named a Toyota after her. It was the craziest job of my life. I was her personal assistant. Yeah, Google her. The original queen of the 1111. And we used to do these expos, and we used to have these week-long workshops called reunions, angelic reunions. And I was immersed in all that Ashtar Command, Intergalactic Confederation, and I have an agreement with them all. It's like, look, I accept that you're probably real. Just don't show up with my eyes open. I'm not interested, right? It's like I'm trying to pay my bills. And I think my weird quotient is at a pretty decent level. Let me not become the mayor of tinfoil hat woo land, right? The ascended masters, I'm fine with. Angels, I'm okay with, right? Gods and goddesses, they're my friends and family. I adore them. It's just like you can't be a brilliant French chef, Japanese chef, Chinese, Italian. Sooner or later, you got to narrow down your specialties, right? So there's my answer to that. What do we do on an individual level to foster healing for the world? Heal yourselves. Now, what's so funny, Carolyn Mace, MYSS, one of my favorite teachers, she's embraced the holographic thing, that heal yourself. The whole Stephen Hawking, there we go. You can totally go the scientific route with all this stuff, that as one of us heals, all of us heal. This idea, you see, because we are moving from this consciousness of the illusion of separation. If quantum physics has taught us anything, it's not that we're all interconnected. We're all one field, right? The unified field theory. Einstein was working on that before he croaked, right? Quantum physics, quantum theory, and all that. If you have not seen the movie, you can probably find it on YouTube, actually. What the bleep do we know? It's really old, but it's a really good introduction to this stuff. That as we heal ourselves, we all heal. I am the best top. I'm the top. I'm the Colosseum. I'm the top. I'm the Louvre Museum. Oh, I'm having Diana Rigg flashbacks. I miss Diana Rigg. I know she was on Game of Thrones. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I got enough dragons in my life. Thank you very much. So how about we pull some cards? How about that? And then we'll end with a little prayersy-waresy because it's there are 10 other people, or I guess 9 other people in the room. What we're going to do is I'm going to do these really, really, really quickly. Aries through Pisces. Ready? And then I will be glad. I'll stay on all night. I don't care. I just got to pack a bag and throw it in the car in the morning and drive north. Ready? Let's do this. We're going to go through Aries. So it's sun, moon, rising for each sign, even if I don't say sun, moon, rising. So we're going to pull one from from the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angels Oracle, and another mantra from the Healing Mantra deck by Matt KAHN, who, and I know it's backwards. I have to find a way to make the camera not do that. I don't know how. I need a millennial. Here we go. My angels, please, one card from the angels for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising sign, and a mantra for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising sign. You've got the angel of divine timing with activating the third eye. I know it's backwards. I'm so sorry. Your mantra is, I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions in divine timing. So are you willing to look past your ideas of when things are supposed to happen, considering everything's been canceled, right? But maybe it's divine timing for you to look beyond, see beyond your beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. So there is your mantra, my Aries. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. We'll do these quickly, I think. And anybody who wants to hang out, I will be doing that with you. I'll be glad to answer questions. Quarantine party. Atlas the Baked, I'm digging your vibe big time. I think we would hang. I think we would hang well. All right, Taurus, here we go. You bulls. Please, my angels, one card, one of the healing angel oracles for this Taurian sun, moon, rising collective, and please a healing mantra for the Taurus collective sun, moon, rising. Serenity now! Oh, good God, goddess, all that is. Grant me the serenity to accept the crazy shit that's going on that I can't do anything about, the courage to change the way that I'm feeling, to cope with how I'm feeling, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? And growing beyond guilt, the mantra is, it couldn't have happened any other way. There's a mantra that will unplug you from your past mistakes, because everything that has happened to us in this life was pre-written, scripted. Yes, quantum variations, like a DVD with different endings, like the movie Clue. Yes, I did it. I killed Yvette. I hated her so much. Flames on the sides of my face. I do part-time as a Madeline Kahn channel, not a Matt Kahn channel, a Madeline Kahn channel. Let's ask the angels about the Geminis, you crazy twins, you. My angels, please, one card for the Gemini collective, sun, moon, rising, and a healing mantra for the Gemini collective, sun, moon, rising. We have got manifestation. Something's coming into form with your healing, with liberating love. Liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. Oh, snap. In terms of manifestation, I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. Because giving and receiving is one in truth. That's from Course in Miracles, but that's also quantumly true. I have a very dear friend of mine, an Aquarius, and I'll make this brief, who's very much into giving, but, you know, ask him, yeah, I want to cook something for you. What do you, oh, it doesn't matter, whatever. I'm like, dude, give me the opportunity to feel that wonderful gift of giving something to you who gives to everybody. He finally broke down. I cooked for him. He said it was good, because I'm a good fucking cook. I know people are chatting here. I'm trying to... Have you ever heard of codes for a healthy earth? No, I have not. Please private message me that. Hey, Michael, how are you? I didn't see you pop in. Oh, I made somebody laugh. Good. Hopefully that was the Madeline Kahn thing. My birthday is in 13. Tommy? Wait a minute. Tommy, you're a Pisces? I'm a Pisces moon. How far away do you live from me? Oh, that's all I need. That'd be a really funny way for our stories to change, wouldn't it? Yeah, we knew each other since high school. Probably get a guest spot on Drag Race. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I adore you. Okay, so who's next? Fourth sign Cancer, right? All right. My angels, please. My angels, please. One card in clarity for this Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising sign from the angels. And please, what is their healing mantra? Cancer collective sun, moon, rising. Balance, emotional balance. By the way, the symbol of Cancer, I know it's like that, looks like a 69. Think of it as a mother cradling a baby. How's that for balance? Balancing the brain and balance. See, I do this shit for a living and still it shocks me. I can be and do all at once. I can be and do all at once. Now I know it's backwards, but trust me, balance and balancing the brain. So there's your mantra. I can be and do all at once. Now look, I highly recommend these cards. I love this healing mantra deck by Matt KAHN, but I don't get any money from it, right? It's like he don't know me, I don't know him, right? But his YouTube channel, Matt KAHN, All for Love, he's revolutionary. He's the one who created the term the love revolution. I adore that man. Younger too, but from the West Coast. And he has a thing for sweater vests. Not my thing. I've been to Fashion Week, honey. They would hunt me down. All right. Who's next? Leos. Oh my Leos. My lovely, lovely Leos. My lovely, luscious Leos. I'm Leo rising. Oh, so this might be me. Here we go. My angels, please. One card for the Leo collective sun, moon, rising sign. And please, what is the best ultimate healing mantra? Because the Leos only want the best ultimate healing mantra. Sun, moon, rising, please. What do we got here? New beginning. Fuck yeah. With unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past, which leads me to a new beginning. Someone call Rod Serling. I hear notes playing in the back of my head. But let us move on. If you cross your legs, I'm going to die right now. This is our Virgo power. Whatever. My angels, please, my angels, one card for the Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising sign, because we're amazing and we serve, and there's a part of us that will remain forever untouched by man, unless you liquor us up. Please, just one card, my angels, for the Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising, and what is our healing mantra? You guys are giggling up there. I hear you. I hear you. Here we go. Retreat, retreat, which, you know, is, I say, everybody's retreating right now with inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. My, what beautiful eyes you have. I inspire others by, I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Now, there's a bit of a paradox there. So in retreat, maybe that is for the self. Maybe this is the Virgo serving themselves a little bit, right? I mean, unless you're like locked down with other people, might be a good idea to serve them in retreat, helping empower. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Now, by the way, that doesn't have to be great, big, huge. Doesn't have to be a grand, huge production. Like to say to somebody, you know, it's like, thank you so much for doing that. You do that so well. Right? Thank you so much. Just that little praise. I do it at Starbucks all the time. Well, first of all, because I don't want them switching my shit to decaf. No, thank you. I make them laugh. I always try and uplift people, but to say, you know, that thank you by acknowledging their gifts. Sometimes it is really just a thank you or a little compliment. It can really change somebody's life, right? Libras. I make fun of air signs. I can't help it. I have Venus and Mercury conjunct in Libra. So I know you're all like chatting. I want to go back and look at all this stuff later. So I'm crossing my legs are crossed under the table. I am wearing pants, believe it or not. You know, I'm not a newscaster. Please, my angels, we're halfway through here. One card for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, please. And what is there? Yeah, I'm not taking the bottom card. You want me to take that one, send it around. Please, what is their healing mantra for this Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising? I love this card. Focus. For a Libra? Well, Libra, if you can find the center point of the balance, keep that your focus, right? There is a way to do it. But should I focus now or should I focus later? Should I focus this way or should I focus that way? With asking for angelic support. Now, I've gotten this card so many times. Just, you know, I'll pull a card a day and work a mantra. I'll work a mantra. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. In other words, the angels are not going to take your emotions away. Your emotions, we think we have to heal our emotions. But actually, the truth is that when an emotion is rising, the healing's already taken place. It's a horrible metaphor, but it's like squeezing a zit, right? Popping a zit. The infection's on its way out. So that's why if we allow ourselves to feel and not act on the emotion, breathe through it, love that child. Like I said, what are the words it wants to hear, you know, that you've always wanted to hear, to let that stuff out. Remember, there's a biochemical component to emotions. So you're literally detoxing stuff that has been in your cells perhaps since childhood, right? So my angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. Now, by the way, could save you some money on therapy. Just saying, right? When you are really authentic, and, you know, you don't have to call them angels, you know, you're better angels. You could certainly, you know, talk to your loved ones on the other side. I know. See, I had this elder in Black Forest Clan. Her name is Diane. She's actually in the books. We're still friends. I adore my Diane in Silver's books. And she said, asshole alive, asshole dead. No, I don't think that's true. But, you know, when your elders tell you stuff. Let's see. Or cauterizing a wound. Okay. No pants. Now, look, I have the tech. And I've got the body. No one's more shocked, by the way, that I look like this at 51 years old. I could totally have a career in porn. No. No, that's not going to be my legacy. Silver purple-haired daddies. No. OnlyFans. Somebody said I should have an OnlyFans account. I'm like, no, not at least until my 80s. Oh, God, what would the surgeries be like then? Plastic surgery, just a little sardine can key, you just keep twisting it back. Very Brazil. The millennials will never know of Brazil, the movie. What do we got next? Oh, the Scorpios. My angels, please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, please. What is their healing angel? Ooh, nice. All right. So what is their mantra, my angels? You got the card of study. Now, remember, study just doesn't mean book learning. It can mean to focus. It can mean like a study in organic noodle making, right? To be like a study in still life, right? That sort of study, to focus on something. And unraveling codependency. Can I tell you, I love this mantra so much. I want it tattooed on the inside of my eyelids, right? You ready? Only I have to feel good about my choices. Study the codependencies in your life. People do not understand. Codependency is just as much an addiction as alcoholism or drug abuse or workaholism or sugarholism or whatever holism, right? Codependency destroys lives and dreams, just slower, right? So I love this. Only I have to feel good about my choices. If you've got choices that you feel good about, but you're like, well, but what will they say? What will they do? Someone has power over you. So take that deeper. And then figure the Scorpios would get like the heavy duty deep one. Not shocked, not shook. Sagittarius ass. Yay. By the way, oh, it's 1 minute away. Happy birthday, T. Gibby. I'm calling you. Can I call you by your real name? Well, tell you what. You private message me. I'll call you later. I'll give you a happy birthday. I am the perfect balance of the sacred and the profane. Sagittarius, please, my angels. 4 more to go. Please, what is their healing angel? And what is their healing mantra? That's a much faster way to do it, guides. Thank you. What is their healing mantra? You'll like this one. Music makes the people come together. And embodying my soul, the mantra is, I have the right to be excited. You do have the right to be excited. We all have the right to be excited, but that is such a Sagittarian thing, isn't it? So something about music. Now, it's a weird card. Pay attention to the music in your life, right? Songs stuck in your head, songs that repeat on the radio, not just so much for the words, but the vibration, right? Because it's music is vibration. And that you have the right to be excited. Yeah, I mean, I could read from the bookie book. That's what I call it, the little bookie book. There's like a paragraph for each of these, but we'd be here all night. And you can watch my other readings for that. Or go buy the deck. Remember, I don't get any kickbacks. Capricorn. Oh, my Capricorns. Isn't the moon in Capricorn? I don't remember. Might be. There's an app for that. Where are we? Oh, no, the moon is in Sagittarius still. Cool, cool. Nothing wrong with Capricorns. Please, my angels, 1 card for the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, please. What is their healing angel? And what is their healing mantra? Hey, somebody super chat me. See that $sign at the bottom? Give me some cash. Let me pay my gas. What is their perfect healing mantra for this Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising? Spiritual growth. Slow and steady wins the race, my darlings. With celebrating simplicity. I love this. Oh, my God. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. And we're all in lockdown, right? Good time to what? Reorganize. Good time to go over, start throwing Marie Kondo. Oh, I was supposed to Marie Kondo my condo again this year. I did last year in January, but then YouTube happened, right? So spiritual growth, your spiritual growth can be healed here, or your life can move in a more healing direction. The more I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. That does make a lot of sense. And I noticed it's very glitchy tonight. Aquariums. This is the dawning of the age of aquariums. Oh, wrong deck. Please, 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 my angels, 1 card for this Aquarian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign. There's their healing angel. What's their healing mantra? Oh, this one really wants to come out. You've got forgiveness with healing heartbreak. Snap. My heart will love again. Isn't that a Celine Dion song? My heart will love again. Forgiveness. My heart will love again. And, you know, forgiveness doesn't mean, oh, please, I've taught about forgiveness. The Newtonian model of forgiveness that we were all taught is toxic. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Nothing heals. Course in Miracles calls that forgiveness to destroy. Well, you did it, but I'm going to forgive you. Nothing moves, right? But when you get the quantum thing of it, the only reason why anybody has ever abused, neglected, codependent, any of that is because they were in pain, because it was what was done to them. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay that they did it, but I am saying if you don't want to carry that stuff around, you got to look at what are you like when you're in pain, right? Deposited tarot, deep soul tarot, spring cleaning, lockdown, rock and roll. Oh, we only have 1 left, and then I will take questions until all of you leave the room, because all I got to do is pack a couple of things. I'm only going to Saratoga for a couple of days. Oh, and I'm a Pisces moon. Notice how Mark perks up when it's one of his. Virgo. All right, my angels, last sign for this Piscean Collective Sun, Moon, Rising. There's the healing angel. What's the healing mantra for the Piscean Collective Sun, Moon, Rising? Harmony with polishing my heart. This is a really nice one. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. Feeling, I know it's backwards. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. And I love the idea of polishing my heart. Ready? Speaking of Marie Kondo and cleaning stuff up. So I'll go through the mantras and the angels really quickly in case you missed it or you just want to write them down. So Aries got divine timing with the mantra for activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs and conclusions. Okay, so there's your Aries. For the Taurus, we've got the card of serenity. Serenity now. With growing beyond guilt. It couldn't have happened any other way. It couldn't have happened any other way. Now, of course, these sound ridiculous, but if you chant them, if you memorize them, if you say them, they start working into your immune system. Let's see, that was Aries, that's Taurus. Here's Gemini. Gemini got manifestation of liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. It's that give and take of the Gemini twins. That's pretty cool. For the Cancerians, balance, right? I can be and do all at once, balancing the brain. Like that was, it's pretty it's not synchronistic. Oh my God, someone called Trixie and Katya. For the Leos, you got the new beginning with unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. That's pretty freaking awesome. Synchronistically, for us Virgos, retreat. While inspiring others, I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. And I feel like we need to do that for ourselves as well. For the Libras, you've got focus, which with asking for angelic support. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. Okay. Scorpio, you've got the study card with unraveling codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. I didn't even need to look at that one because I've had that one a bunch of times. And you know what the best thing about being single is? You're not in any codependent relationships. It's the best part about being single. That's just math, right? Who we got after Scorpio is, all right, Santa Crabby ass. You've got music, turns the bourgeoisie and the rebel. Embodying my soul, I have the right. I have a right to be excited. Very exciting. For Capricorn, you've got spiritual growth there. With celebrating simplicity, I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. I don't know why I'm holding this up to you unless you can read things backwards. I can't. Aquariums, you got the forgiveness card, and granted, if forgiveness was easy, we would have been in nirvana thousands of years ago. But every spiritual lesson is a forgiveness lesson. It just is. All lessons are forgiveness lessons. And ultimately, when you forgive others, you're forgiving yourself. And when you forgive yourself, you're forgiving others. There's the quantum nature of it. So for forgiveness, healing heartbreak, my heart will love again. And I am hearing Celine Dion in my head. And she's not my favorite. Bless her soul. And lastly, we've got Pisces here, the harmony card. With polishing my heart. Feeling is a power that helps me heal, which is, by the way, incredibly Piscean. So how was that, folks? Pretty good for a super chat. Pretty good for a healing thing. Like the past couple ones we've done have been very prayerful and very sweet and very sensitive. And I got a little teary in this one. I'm not ashamed. I was always called a crybaby. Hey, you're such a crybaby. Made a fucking career out of it. Thank you very much. Because what I was feeling was all their stuff. Do you know how much trouble I would have gotten in? You're such a crybaby. I'm like, you're emotionally repressed. Oh, yeah? See, now I think that's why people are afraid of me, because I've mastered it. I'm making money out of it. Cool. Now, like I said, I'll be glad to hang out and chill for a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. Spring cleaning, laughy. Who wants tater tot? I haven't had a tater tot. Let's go back in time. Oh, Kyoko. Probably since the 90s. I get to look like this by eating starch. Carbs. Me love tater tots. do. Dip them in ketchup. Where are we? Yes, please. Deep Soul Tarot. Tots and Tarot. Great combo. Great. I'm not doing tater tot tarot. I will drink alcohol, but I will not put starch in my body unless there's a protein connected to it. Tater tots of all. This is Cosmic and Mark II. Okay. If we could only manifest warm tater tots for everyone, the world would be healed. Tots across America. This is linking pinks. So I link pinks because we are the world. We are the children. I remember when that shit came out. I don't know, 45. Millennials like, what are they talking about? He's always going on about unity consciousness. LaToya wore a headband. I felt naked. You have to be really gay to get that reference. Oh, but references I do have. When you meet my mother, it makes so much more sense. That's what we do. We sit around and we do cultural references from ages gone by. We are the tots who pass the ketchup. I like you people. And I think you like me. Why? I'm young, I'm hung, and I got purple hair. No. Well, maybe. It has really been my honor and my pleasure. Does anybody have any questions, though, before we sign up? Because we've been doing this for over an hour. I am so impressed with all of us. Considering I'm new to this, I'm still finding my rhythm with all this stuff. And I think right now, if we go into like really heavy-duty questioning, we'll be here all night. Or if you like, I can end with a little blessing riff. How would you like that? Would that feel better? Send you off to bed feeling good? Because you're the fun one. I am the fun one. Which one is he on YouTube? He's the fun one. Yeah. Silver single, golden double. Learn the difference. Let's pray. Breathe. Oh, I know it. Oh, thank you. I know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to play a little thing of gratitude here. Now, here's the thing. Pick something in your life that you want to feel gratitude for. Maybe it's something that's easy. Here we go. I'll go with, oh, I'm grateful for my cats. Oh, I am so grateful for my Sebastian, my Balthazar, and my Melchior, my 3 little black kitty boys, my mooses. Oh, see, you feel that? Like instant heart opens. Now try this. I want to feel more gratitude for. I want to feel more gratitude for my boys. I want to feel more gratitude. I want to feel more gratitude for my boys. I want to feel more gratitude for Sebastian. I want to feel more gratitude for Balthazar. I want to feel more gratitude for Melchior. Their snuggles, their love, their health. I'm so grateful for their health, right? What that does is it gets the heart going. The desire for gratitude is a match for the vibration of gratitude. So from there, breathe. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, higher power, quantum field, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Fred, Wilma, Zan, Jaina, Mercury, Hermes, Lego, Ethos, please. May we be in this moment blessings of the divine. The moon is in Sag and we're feeling fine. Please, may our breath be blessed. May our blood be blessed. May our bones be blessed. May our brains be blessed. May our bodies be blessed. May all breath be blessed. May all blood be blessed. May all bones be blessed. May all brains be blessed. May all bodies be blessed. And may all beings be blessed, inner and outer. May all sentient beings be blessed with all that they need to grow, to heal, to learn, to evolve, to love, to accept, to bless, to approve, to forgive, to expand, to be the best that we can be, and fulfill our role in the divine plan. May all who are in need of healing be given the healing they need. May they never miss a trip, a trick, a tip, or a clue along their healing path. May the angels rush in now, lighting the way for all who are ill, suffering, or in fear of illness or suffering, that our wings may come out, extensions of our heart in love and compassion. May we find our compassion. May we remember who we truly are. Souls cast in roles, in bodies with names, dealing with a very interesting part of the script of the evolution and transformation of planet Earth. May we rise to the occasion with open hearts, clear minds. May we become more lovingly wise and powerful in our decisions. And may we remember that we are not alone. We are all one, and therein lies our power. May all beings be blessed, and may we all receive all that we need to feel the blessed that we already are, for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you so much, everybody. May everyone present here be blessed and share blessings with others. The gift that keeps on giving. Thank you all so very, very, very much. I am grateful for my mentor and roof over me. I love you all so much. Please go check out my Facebook group. It is private. No one will know you're in it. The Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Private Facebook group. I'm going to be up for a little while. I'll hear the ding on my phone that somebody wants in. I will let you in. Really neat group of people. But remember, if you're dickly or assholey, you're gone, right? So carry yourself correct. Cool, cool, cool. Great to be here with you all sharing. I love you, Grace. I love you, Grace. Blessed be all. I'm going to sign off. I love you too, Deep Soul Tarot. Woo! Ready? For my Pisceans. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed. And I'm going to be doing this probably what I'm going to do, because I'm gonna pack up and leave tomorrow for Saratoga just for a couple of days. I'll try and do this before I leave, but if not, I'll do it once I land there, and certainly tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern time, I will do it again. My parents will be asleep, but I will find a way to pull it off. Why? Because I've been sneaking around those two, getting away with shit my whole life. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed. Oh, I love you all so much. This was a lot of fun. Hail, farewell, and blessed, 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 blessed be.